Good morning, all. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Ooh, I'm going into week six of my program. Wow. So today starts day 1 of week 6. And so I only have 2 weeks left. And I think I'm just going to do another round of it. Haven't fully decided yet, but I think that's where I'm going to go with it. Who's hopping on? So, yeah, this weekend was really like a chill weekend. We, I got a lot of stuff done around the house. The kids helped me with their chores. Yeah, I just got a lot done. Kayla had some schoolwork to do, so I got some work done because you guys know I usually don't do too much work on the weekends, but I did a little bit of extra because she was doing work, Ryan was doing work, so I did some work. So now we're on to Monday. And I had a specific topic I want to talk about because I see so many people not doing it. And good morning, Mom. That means a notification worked. Woo! Good morning, Sylvia. How are you? So my topic today is to do more of what makes you happy. And this is something that I wasn't doing for the longest. I was doing some things that made me happy. I was trying to change my mindset with what really made me happy. Because I was trying to fit the mold. I was trying to fit the mold of a mom. There are so many things, as you guys know, my tattoos. It's something I absolutely love. I've always been a tattoo lover. I love that side of art. I love the body being a canvas. And, I started off getting a few tattoos and I used to have my belly pierced. If you're following me on my personal page, then you know that I just recently put the ring back in. I actually went to a piercing place to have it done because I thought I needed it re-pierced, and she told me it was open and I just needed to put the ring in, so I had her do it. That way I would know it was sterile environment. Did it hurt? Absolutely. It wasn't just like, it's like re-piercing your ears when you haven't worn earrings in a long time. You gotta like re-push through some of the skin in the middle. So it absolutely hurt. So it is still a little bit pink because there was some trauma to my belly. But things like that. I used to have my nose pierced, took that out. I used to have my tongue pierced, took that out. Because I became a mom. And it's not my kids' fault that I changed doing things that I loved and that I liked and that made me happy. It's because I was trying to fit the mold of a mom. I didn't want the judgment of, you're a mom and you have your nose pierced, you're a mom and you have 10 tattoos and things like that. So I was just trying to fit the mold of a mom. I had to be perfect, always have the house clean, always have the laundry done, always have, healthy dinner made, and just fitting that mold. And I found that trying to fit that mold is freaking stressful and tiresome. Good morning, guys. I see you hopping on. And I decided to stop trying to fit that mold and to go back to fitting the mold of Tanya and fitting the mold of who I am. And for me, I love tattoos. I love piercings. I love the beach. Belle, leave it. One of my dogs feels the need to lick every dog bowl like she's doing dishes for me. As much as I appreciate the help, I don't like the sound. So that's why I wanted to talk about that topic, because everyone's like, oh my God, you're like obsessed with tattoos and piercings right now. No, I'm not. These are just things that I always wanted over the years. This tattoo is my children. This is my fur babies. Like, all my tattoos have a meaning. I have Alex here. I have Alex on my foot. My butterfly tattoo on my back here is actually the very first tattoo that I got at a tattoo shop because I had a home tattoo done on my ankle years ago. Hey, Rima. And I got that when I was going to visit my aunt in Cocoa Beach with one of my friends. We did our first tattoos together. So every tattoo has a little bit of a meaning. And now it reminds me of my grandma. Because whenever I see a butterfly, I think of my grandma in heaven. So I don't have a tattoo just because. They all have some sort of a meaning. This one, I put it over my heart because it is strength. And I've had to pull my strength over the years of triumphs, obstacles, and struggles. So why am I explaining this? Why am I talking about this? Because stop trying to fit the mold. When you're trying so hard to fit a mold of what you think people expect of you, or to be the type of person that you think people need you to be or want you to be or expect you to be, filling that mold is going to take away from you doing the things you need to do to be happy. The things that make you happy. Because you don't feel 100% authentic to yourself. Excuse me as I choke. So that pulls away from your happiness. As much as you don't think it does, it truly, truly does. I am a walking proof of that. I am only at my peak of happiness when I'm being 100% me. If I don't want to do something, no thanks. If I do, absolutely I'll be there. Just being 100% me, who I am, the things I want, the things I love. That doesn't mean I'm being selfish. That doesn't mean I'm putting, my family aside or my loved ones aside. It just means that I want to give them the best of me. So I'm going to find and do the things that make that happiness, makes my heart full. So that's why I wanted to talk about that topic with you guys. Because it's funny, because people all the time are like, oh my God, you're so obsessed with tattoos, you've gotten so much. Because that was the point in my life last year that I said, you know what, I'm going to be 100% unapologetically me. I'm going to do the things that make me happy. I'm not going to worry about what judgment's going to come from it, what people are going to think, what people are going to say behind my back. Because you know what? If you can't come to me and say it to my face, I don't give a shit what you're saying behind my back. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you come to my face and say. This is what I like. You don't like it, don't look at it. So I ended up getting 8 of my tattoos last year. They're not all huge. You guys have seen them. They're not all huge tattoos. You can't look at me and be like, oh my God, she's tatted up. I don't have them, I have them strategically placed in places. They're spread out all over this tiny little body of mine. So, but people thought I was going through like an obsession, like a midlife crisis. And it wasn't that at all. It was a simple fact that I was being 100% authentic to myself. And 100% me, unapologetically, what I wanted to do. So then finally I said, F it. I'm going to get all the tattoos that I've ever wanted. I always wanted a finger tattoo. I'm hoping I'm able to get that on Sunday. When I got this one, I was supposed to get my finger tattoo. But my finger is too skinny. So then I was thinking about that I could get it on my thumb. So fingers crossed that happens when I go Sunday. But these are things that I've always wanted throughout the years. Things that I did the Wish-A-Mom. Oh, I wish I could have this. I wish I can get a tattoo for my kids. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. For years, I only had 2 tattoos because they were both tattoos that were hidden that nobody really knew were there. My ankle one, I think just about everybody knew because I always wore sandals. But, I always did things like in a hidden way. And I didn't want to hide who I was anymore. I didn't want to hide the things I loved anymore. And that's what I want you guys to do. Do what you want. Who cares what people think? Who cares what people say? Are you kidding? When I told my family I wanted a finger tattoo, they all looked at me like I just grew an extra eyeball. I'm sorry. It's what I like. I think that what I'm getting is a very sexy, classy finger tattoo, as long as the tattoo guy can do it. And that's what I love about my guy. If I tell him I want to do something, if he can't do it to where it's going to look nice over the years, he won't do the work. And he's like, sorry, you don't have sausage fingers. You can't do it. So then I was texting him yesterday. I was like, what about my thumb? Maybe you could put it on that fat little nugget. So guys, just do what makes you happy. Look, this is not a dress rehearsal. Morning, April. It's not a dress rehearsal. It's not a dry run. We have one friggin' life to live. Do you really want to sit on a rocking chair when you're old, or depending on your family, sitting in an elderly home or whatever it may be, with regrets? Oh man, I always thought all the time I wanted to have my belly pierced, or I wanted to have my nose pierced, or I wanted to get one tattoo, and I didn't. Like, I'm so excited that I was able to do that with my father. For years, he's been talking about he wants one tattoo. He wants a tattoo, he wants a tattoo, he wants a tattoo. And I've been getting so many over the last year that I took him to my tattoo guy, and I was able to share that with him. And I was able to share in that moment and be with him while he was getting his tattoo, and taking pictures and taking videos and talking with him. And, and now he won't have that regret. He's done it. If he wants more, he wants more. If he doesn't, one and done, fine too. But he finally did it, which is something he's been wanting forever. Like my mom, always wanting a 5th wheel. She finally has it. If it's something that makes your heart full and something that makes you completely happy, do it. That's your soul telling you what you want in life. That's your soul trying to guide you in the life to live. Don't ignore your soul. That's where your heart happiness comes from. So don't worry about what people think. So what if they think I'm obsessed with tattoos? Then think I'm obsessed with tattoos. You know what I'm obsessed with? I'm obsessed with me. I'm obsessed with loving myself. I'm obsessed with being happy. And I love tattoos. So if you want to think I'm obsessed with them because I've gotten 8 last year, well, from middle of last year into this year, then fine. Think it. I was just obsessed with being unapologetically me and going after the things I like. Hey, Terry, and the things that I wanted. I want to be home when my kids come home from school. I bust my ass and work my home-based business so I could do that. You need to do the same. If there's something you truly, truly want, and it's always tugging at your heartstrings, just go do it. Just go do it. Like when I posted the picture of my belly ring, I had a couple people saying, oh, I've always wanted one. My response to them was, go get it. What's holding you back? Honestly, ask yourself, this is something I've really wanted to do. Why haven't I done it? It could be something as simple as starting to be a runner. Why haven't I done it? Fear? Afraid of failing at it? Afraid of what people are going to think when you start to do it? Look at those things. It's fear of others. Why would you let fear of others hold you back of doing something you love to do? Hey, Vicky. I let fear of others hold me back for years. Not anymore. I want to tattoo, I'm going to get it. Why not? Why not? It's my body, my life, and you guys have to have that same thought process. Do the things that you love, the things that make you happy. And one way to do that is to not compare. I find myself in the comparison game sometimes. Social media sometimes can kill us with that because I compare like my family and what we do for fun compared to other families. And I'll see other families on their vacation. I'm like, oh man, I wish our family vacations were that fun. But our family vacations are a blast. We had so much fun the day that we went to the water park. And we just went for a couple hours and then we came home. And that was so much fun. But then I forget the fun when I start to look at other people's things and what they're doing, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun. And then I automatically forget how much fun I have with my family. So you've got to try to stay out of that comparison lane and just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. If it fills your heart, then that's good enough for you and your soul. Don't worry about the others. And remember, social media is a highlight reel. Just because they looked great in that picture doesn't mean 20 minutes prior to that they weren't all fighting. Because trust me, if a family tells you they don't fight, they're freaking lying. Because everybody fights. Everybody has different things. Okay? They're all individuals, so they're not all going to get along all the time. My kids fight all the time. When they're getting along, I'm like, holy shit, what's going on with the universe? Because they're two unique individuals. They have different, my hair back here is driving me nuts. It's not long enough to go up in this little bun. Okay, two different people, individuals with their own thoughts and their own views. And what I try to look at the positive of it, of I raised two people that are willing to stand up for themselves and speak for what they believe in. Does it drive me crazy? Absolutely. Sometimes I have to walk outside for a minute before I lose my shit. But stop comparing your reality to others' highlight reels. Not everyone's as transparent as I am. I'll show you guys my crap highlight reel. I show you guys the behind the scenes junk. Because it's me. It's what really happens. A lot of times it's on my stories because it's too good to not have a video. So if you want to see some good behind the scenes stuff, make sure you're on my stories because that's where it's at. But I want you guys to be authentic. I want you to be true to your heart and happiness. So that's all I had to talk to you guys about today. I'm going to make my hydration drink and get ready to do my workout today. I don't even know what day today is. I want to say it's chest and triceps today. I think Mondays are chest and triceps. You would think after 6 weeks I would know what today is. I believe it's chest and triceps, so I might not be able to wash my hair later, but whatever. I have to meet a friend of mine at 10, so I've got to get my workout in so I can cool down, shower, be ready to go, and get some messages answered before I go meet with her. Thank you, Sylvia. So I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful day. And any of you that are on here live with me on my like page, make sure you have friended me on my personal page. I love chatting with you guys through there. And I always post a lot of different things. Like I went live in there when I was making some homemade healthy chicken tenders. So I do share a lot of those things on there. So make sure you're following on there. So then that way we can connect there as well. But I want you guys to have a great day. And I do have a call to action for you. Whatever your soul is tugging you towards, walk that way today. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.